My name is Marius from FTF Fittings, and we're the wholesaler for high performance parts and accessories in South Africa. In 2010 we went to the PRI show in the US, and during that show we managed to sign up the contract as the sole supplier for FTF in South Africa. So originally we started off with only the fittings and the hoses, but for the past 10 years we managed to expand the business into some additional services. One of the services we added recently is 3D technology. The 3D technology we use to assist customers with profiling, especially on items like intake manifolds and exhaust manifolds. We also do additional profiling for the industrial market as well. So the benefit of 3D technology is that we don't need to set up a drawing or measure it out. So what we do is we will scan the item, and then from there on we will transfer it to the design software, and then in the design software we will tweak it, and then from there on we will send it to the laser cutter for profiling. The latest service that we introduced into our market or into the business is the CNC plasma cutting machine. So what we do is once we finish with the design at the 3D studio, we transfer the file to the CNC plasma machine, and then from there on we will do the cut for that specific item. So with the 3D technology, it enables us to cut down on the design phase or the design time for a specific item. Normally what we will do is when we get an item, we will scan that. Previously we had to measure it out, and that is very time consuming. So especially with the design and the 3D technology, it speeds up the whole process, cuts down on a turnaround time as well. So with the plasma machine, we're able to do mild steel from 22 millimeters downwards. On aluminium, we do 10 millimeters and downwards, and then on stainless steel, we can do 12 millimeters and downwards. So with the manufacturing process, we can now assist customers with modifications on engine parts or tanks, whatever the case may be. We can do the manufacturing, we can do the restoration, we can do the welding, everything we can do now in-house. Everything to assist the customer. Another service that we recently introduced is the vapor blasting machine.
Vapor blasting is a process we make use of water and medium to clean aluminium products and other plastic products in the motor industry, but it's not limited to the motor industry. We clean parts for guys in the aviation industry as well. To explain a bit more what the process entails is it's a wet process. It's also called vapor honing. So basically what happens is it's a high pressure machine that makes use of water and aluminium oxide to clean aluminium parts. Now the parts can be cylinder heads, it can be gearboxes. We've actually had amazing results with different kinds of gearboxes. We recently had a Mazda gearbox which was covered in grime and grease, and the end result was totally amazing. So for any guys that does restoration work, especially if you've got bikes, guys that does restoration on old classic bikes, you can go on our website, have a look on what the process does, how long it takes, what the end result is. You will see that from where the product comes in to where it ends, it's a total transformation. It looks like a complete new product. And to maybe give a bit of a background as to where vapor blasting started, it was a service that was introduced in the UK. Now, as most of you guys know, the UK's climate is of such that it's wet all the time, so which leads to parts corroding. So It started out as a process for bike. That's the guys that we like to invite to come and make use of our service. But it's actually used in the medical surgery field, where with the manufacturing of your medical supplies, your supplies that's being used in theatres. Now obviously that stuff needs to be clinically clean. So in the manufacturing process, the guys would manufacture out of the raw material, and the raw material will go to through a vapor blasting process, where it gets cleaned of all the chemicals and stuff that would cling to the product. And obviously you'll know what the end result is when it comes to the medical supplies. The time frame from a product coming in to the customer receiving a product normally takes anything between 24 and 48 hours, which might seem as a long turnaround time. Is because there's a certain process that we follow. In terms where the product comes in, we would like to inspect it first and make sure we plug all the holes where water can go in, which might damage the product at the end of the day. So we basically want to make sure the quality product that we send out after it came in meets the customer standard. Once we've gone through the process where we've plugged all the holes, part will go into the machine and we will clean it. So after the product comes out of the vapor blasting, so we inspect to see if there isn't any spots that we've missed. On a part like a carburetor, there's a lot of carbonated parts. So obviously the water is going to contaminate the carbonated steel product, but we apply a coating on that which prevents it from rusting. But obviously the customer needs to treat the parts once it's received back, either by painting or whatever the main reason was for cleaning the product with us.